Hey, FabTV fans, I'm here at a really cool and special location. I can't say what it is really, but I'm here with David Nussbaum.
Hey, so nice to. This is great. Welcome to Protopia. You've walked into a almost like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but for holograms.
It is. There's like all kinds of games, machines, aquariums. Like there's some gambling. There's a liquor store nearby.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a cool place.
It is a cool place. We make the imaginary come to life.
You do. The very first time I saw this was at the Grammys, as with John Bon Jovi set up, and I interviewed a lot of celebrities, and everybody thought it was real.
When you can't be there, you could beam there. And so, like, yes, for the Grammys, when John Bon Jovi was awarded Person of the Year, he wasn't able to be there, so we created a hologram of him, and people were able to kind of walk in and participate and be involved and almost meet John Bon Jovi, even though he was thousands of miles away at the time.
The clarity and the style and the hologram and the 3D of it is amazing. So how did you come up with this resolution and concept?
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a broadcaster. And when I was growing up, I thought maybe one day I was even going to call the play-by-play for the New York Mets, or the New York Yankees, or maybe even if I was a good enough and hard enough worker, maybe one day I'd even own a radio station. But as you kind of grow up and you grow older and you start to see technology emerge, the idea of owning a terrestrial radio station seemed old and archaic. I thought, what if instead of talking into a microphone and hearing your voice come out of a speaker, or instead of looking into a television camera and seeing your face on a TV, what if you could broadcast you? Like, what if you could beam yourself somewhere where you can't physically be? And so the idea of Proto was born. Beam anybody, anywhere, anytime.
It kind of reminds me of the Jetsons.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
That whole
Star Wars, Star Trek, Back to the Future. Some say Black Mirror. I'll take it.
There's some Black Mirror in this.
A little bit of Black Mirror.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I see you had Paris Hilton, you got Howie, you got a variety of people that have been on there. So the NFL draft you did too, and so everyone's getting word, and it's getting so. And you also buy, sell, and lease these.
Yes, we are so lucky that many of our investors are professional athletes and celebrities, A-list personalities. Not only did they invest their financial backing, but they've also invested themselves. They said, it's not just my money, use me. How can I be helpful? And we've got some of the most famous people in the world. And guys like Howie, he says, come on AGT, you know, and then we did a thing on AGT, and he introduced us to Kris Jenner, and they put us on the Kardashians. And so it's it's been really wonderful. The company is really taking off, and now, yes, you can buy, lease, and rent our technology globally. We're in 40 countries now.
You know, from interviewing a lot of celebrities, I always hear them say stuff like this. I wish I could clone myself. And this is pretty much that.
When people say, I wish I could be in more than one place at a time. Look, I'm a father of 3. I'm running this company, and I say, how can I be in more than one place at a time? Well, at Proto, we say, wish granted. Now you can.
So what was the puzzle piece that got this all together? Like the screen, the resolution, the technology, the software. What made it kind of click one day where it came out like this?
Well, it was 2018. I was desperate to find a real solution to allow people to beam somewhere. I wanted people to actually appear somewhere. So I started tinkering around with some different pieces of hardware. Prior to Proto, I used to run a live entertainment holographic company where we would bring back late legends to posthumously perform. And so all these people were just popping up all over the world. Some of the most famous late performers. And I thought, what if instead of bringing back the dead, I used my knowledge and know-how to connect the living? And so Proto, a single passenger holoportation machine idea, was formed. And then a bunch of people believed in it. And so one by one, they would join me in my mission to connect the world.
Like your David vision, your Wonka vision in a way.
Right. And now it's Proto vision. So it was a great idea that I had. We all have great ideas, but we don't always have believers and supporters. I'm fortunate that I've had the world's most supportive colleagues, friends, and they all joined me in this vision. This company doesn't get done without them. This was an idea that all of the folks over at Proto actually turned into a reality.
Well, part of it also is the execution. You made it happen. With no matter what it's done, and it's still going forward.
It's going forward, and it's every single day we're in a new place. You were just talking about beaming Caleb Williams, the #1 overall draft pick, from the Bears. Beamed him as he was being drafted in Detroit. Beamed him to Soldier Field so he can greet all of his brand new fans for the first time. That was pretty wild stuff.
It's incredible. It's awesome. The sound is cool too. So it's just like it immerses you in it.
It sounds like you're there. It's the feeling of true presence. And so all we're trying to do is replace travel, trying to replace virtual communication with the actual person feeling actually there. Doctors are beaming into hospitals. Teachers are beaming into schools.
So this is kind of like, it could be like the telehealth part too.
Yeah, and we are. We're in 40 universities right now, and we're in a bunch of healthcare facilities and hospitals. And doctors and patients are communicating this way. Paris is one of our incredible investors and friends and supporters. I got a call from Paris and her husband, Carter. They were on their honeymoon. And Paris, she learned of Proto technology when she was working the iHeart Music Festival a few years ago, and we beamed Kane Brown in, who couldn't physically be there. And he performed on stage with Sway Lee and Khalid, and the three of them all performed together. And she just fell in love with the tech. She's an incredible entrepreneur with 1111 Media, and she says, I think the future is in holograms. And she came, and she gets it. She's absolutely wonderful.
And the goal is to go public?
Well, I think that's the goal of pretty much every entrepreneur. I mean, go public, or maybe there would be some, financial liquidation, some kind of an exit strategy. I'm not even thinking about that, though. My thought is I want Lucy and Grandma. I want 9-year-old and an 80-year-old grandma. I want them to be able to beam into each other's homes. I want it to be so easy for people to communicate, not just communicate, but connect. The money will come when we prove that the world isn't as big as it seems.
You mentioned Star Wars earlier, and like it's when Princess Leia is talking to Ben about help save me. Is there a vision to maybe get it to project out and be like that in a way?
Of course. Yeah. They say think outside the box, right? So maybe one day we can actually beam outside the box.
Beam outside the box. Got it.
But right now, this is the best in the world. People talk about why can't it look like Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi? Well, because that was a movie, and that wasn't real. Like, this is real. Like, this is really happening right now, and it's the best in the world. You don't have to wear anything, and you don't have to download anything. You walk into the room, and it's there, and that's the point.
So, can I try it?
Oh my God! Yes. You want me to turn you into a hologram?
Yeah, I want to be a hologram. I just got the chills.
Oh my gosh!
But you see the chills on me?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Is that really you, or are you a hologram now? I don't.
Okay, let's check it out.
Okay, let's go.
Honored to be checking this out.
All right, let's go over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just switch channels to the live beaming. Nick, if you don't mind, if you can just.
Nick, if you can just get off your phone for a second, and we can get you more stuff.
Nick is in 3 meetings right now.
Okay. No, I'm kidding, Nick. I'm kidding, Nick.
Nick is actually in 3 meetings right now.
I'm trying to bust it.
Yeah.
Nick under the bus. Sorry, Nick.
You know what's great about
comedy?
Nick?
It's total comedy.
All good.
This is what we do. We don't Zoom anymore. Now we proto places. And so I'm going to show you what it's like to proto in. This is like Zoom, except you're going to actually appear like you're actually there. So why don't you come back this way? All right. So this is our beaming station. So stand right here, and then walk in.
Okay.
And then we'll do it again on the other side. But we're going to turn you into a hologram right now. Hey, Nick, hit the record button, would you?
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm holding the mic?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Here we go, you guys. I'm walking in.
Yep.
I'm walking
Take a look at yourself. Take a half a step back. Take a half a step back.
Oh, I see.
Move over. Yeah.
There.
We'll do this again, so you'll get the feeling of Fernando walking in. So you're looking right now into the room that you're being beamed in front of.
Got it.
You can see yourself.
I see.
When you stare into the camera, you're making eye contact with the.
Got it.
So you're making eye contact.
What's up, Nick?
With the room in front of you.
Hey, FabTV fans! Wow, are we recording too?
We're recording. Yeah, we're recording this as well. So hologram Fernando in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! We're in the hologram. Wow, this is really cool. Hey. Thanks for being on FabTV, David. This is an amazing, Proto's amazing. What an amazing place. What an amazing product.
We we could have actually done this without you being here. We could have just beamed you in.
That would have been a lot easier to interview you like that.
How about a high five? Can I get a high five?
Boom. That's so cool. This is amazing. This is such an amazing product.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, here I get to be along Howie and Paris and everybody. Wow, this is really cool. NFL draft. I'm still fast. All right, walking out. Ta-da! We're in the hologram. Wow, this is really cool. Hey, it's weird seeing yourself.
On FabTV, David, this is an amazing. The Proto's amazing. What an amazing place. What an amazing product.
I'm shocked.
It's like a mirror that's not going with you. Like,
Right,
it's like you're.
right.
Do you have a twin? Do you have like a twin brother or something?
No, not even close.
there you
No,
go.
now it is.
This is what it would be like if you had a twin brother.
Well,
Is
I
it-
get to be along Howie and Paris and everybody. Wow, this is really cool. NFL draft. I'm still fast. All right, walking out.
Beaming out. Beam you later.
Yeah, the keyword being beam.
Yes. Well, this is great. I mean, it's like you're always being watched. When I was a kid, I used to have a lot of imaginary friends, and now I trap them behind glass as an adult. Not a whole lot has changed.
And Dave, you're funny too.
Oh, well, thank you.
You are.
All right.
You are. I don't give that compliment out much. I don't.
Well,
Nick's
you make
funny.
it very easy. Nick is great.
Nick is funny. He's
Mindy's terrific.
Mindy's good.
Yeah, Howie. This is what happens when you work. When I get to work with Howie every single day. This is Howie's building. I met Howie on the internet. We met on Instagram.
Instagram.
We
Okay, I
actually met
was going to say OF, but okay.
No. We met on Instagram, and I came over here, and this place was empty. And he said we were just talking about holograms, and I moved in. I met Howie on the internet, and I moved in right away.
What a great story. It looks like three different things happened at the same time here, huh?
There's a lot going on. He does his podcast from right over there, and then there's another podcast up thing, and there's a production company here. This place is such a creative space, so it's just oozing with creativity. And when people walk in, it's always something's always happening. People. They say, how can you use Proto? And I just show them what I showed you, and then they start saying, oh, can you use it for art? Like, can you put this in a museum, and can I have a holographic art? Yes, I hadn't thought of that. Maybe put this in an airport as a means of travel replacement. Maybe beam somewhere rather than fly there. Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought of that. So it's not me thinking these things, it's the folks sitting on the couch that I just show the technology to.
You know, this was like a calling for me after I saw this at the Grammys, right? And I was like, I need to interview you. I need to come see you guys. And my cameraman kind of didn't want to come, but I'm like, no, this is gonna be a cool thing. Trust me. He was like, oh, we're gonna go. And then now, are you surprised, bro? Now you surprised?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna have to turn you into a hologram too. You're not leaving without me beaming you in. All right, hologram Jason in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. That's so cool.
What's up, Jason?
How you doing?
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Yeah. And we're not even. So yeah, isn't this great? He is only about 20 feet away, but you could be 8,000 miles away. You could be.
Yep.
Look at this. I'm going to interview Jason. How long have you been with FabTV?
Oh, a good 6 years.
6 years. That's great. And do you love it? Do you like working here?
Very much.
Yeah.
Like the being able to do different things every single day.
Isn't that something? Do you have a favorite? Who's your favorite celebrity that you've shot with your camera there?
I would say Jim Carrey.
Whoa! What was that like?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, very humble. He would talk to you. That was it.
I would love to meet Jim Carrey. That's amazing. One other thing. What's it like to be a hologram?
Oh man, it feels invisible, but in a good way. In a good way.
It only hurts a little bit. I'm told it only hurts a little bit to beam in somewhere. All right. Well, look, man, it was really great having you as a hologram. But I prefer you in real life. So maybe why don't you come back out here and we'll keep it going. All right.
There he comes.
And there he comes, and he's back.
My cameraman never gets any love. There you go, Jace, for not wanting to come here, and now you're in it. That's so funny.
Should I put something else on it? Maybe something fun on in the back?
Whatever you think.
All right, let's put something else on. You know, it's touchscreen too, so maybe.
Oh, of course it is.
You know.
Well, Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Chris.
I used to shoot Bryan Cranston a lot back in the day. One of my major interviews went viral with him when I interviewed him when he first did Breaking Bad, and I had not watched it. He just went, "What? You haven't seen Breaking Bad?" I go, "No, man, give me a break."
Bryan Cranston was here. Yeah, this was a really fun one because we were beaming Nick to somewhere. We were like, we don't Zoom, we Proto. And so we were beaming into an office somewhere and we were presenting, and Howie just happened to be here. So Howie beamed in, he brought Brian with him, and so the people on the other end who Nick was just having a regular meeting with within seconds, got to meet Howie Mandel and Bryan Cranston. She was taking a selfie at the time, so that post went up on TikTok and Twitter and all this stuff. Really, really fun stuff.
That's awesome.
It's like, I mean, you never know what you're gonna get.
So true, so true. You know, it's been an honor, and I've been totally enlightened, and I'm in shock, and I could see this getting like, when you were talking about this, I want to be at an airport and talk to a screen.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be faster and cooler.
That's great. Yeah, we did just beam Howie into JFK Airport. You know, we're here in Los Angeles. JFK Airport's in New York, 3,000 miles away. Howie beamed in, and he just started messing with people as they were like waiting to get their luggage from the baggage carousel, and it was great. Videos went viral. It's a beacon. It brings people in and it keeps them there a long time, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Nick, don't you wish all CEOs were like David?
I think more people in general should be
Like, yeah, no, you know what? I've interviewed a lot of big time CEOs. We're talking Elon Musk, you name it. It's like, sorry, Elon, but it's like, you know, you're just easy to talk to and you're cool. And it's like how much money I got a black card. I'm just going to give it to him. How much can I get on this?
Yeah. All right. Well, you got your credit card reader here? Let's go.
Black AMX, only good for $250 a month.
Okay, I'll take it. Look, it all goes to a good place. So,
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, an honor to talk to you. You're such a genius.
Thank you. No.
You're definitely over 150.
Well, pounds.
All right, well, cool. And that's it. Hey, FabTV fans, you got to check out the Proto Inc. here and Proto 3D, Proto Hologram, right?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's an amazing thing, and you're going to see it everywhere now. Watch, because it's been on FabTV. Of course, it's been everywhere already, but it's even going to get further. He looked at me funny, like it's already around the world.
No. This is my favorite. I've never been on FabTV before, so.
Well, now you have it. Now it's going to make this thing go viral.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.